Hi guys, so today we are going to be talking about FPS camera collider issue. We'll be talking about how to fix clipping through walls and clipping through weapons. So let's get started. So I'm just going to play to show you what I'm talking about. So as you can see, the camera is clipping with the player, right? With the player arm, which is not supposed to be so. Right, so I'm going to show you how to fix this. If you look at the arrow key, I already have everything set up, but I'm going to walk you through how I did this. So first up, I created an empty game object called player, and I gave it a tag of player, and I can also give it a layer called player. Also, underneath it, I also created a child object called camera pivot, and I use this for the camera shake. This is going to be a topic for another video. Underneath the camera pivot, you have the main camera itself, right? So now here's where we want to do the fix. So if you look at your inspector, if you look at the camera inspector, you can see the camera properties. You see the cooling marks. It is viewing, it is rendering everything in the scene, including the player. Right, now this is where the problem is. The main camera is not supposed to be rendering everything in the scene. It's supposed to be rendering everything in the scene except the player, right? The main camera is supposed to be it's supposed to just render everything in the world, right? But not the player. You're supposed to create another camera. You can name it whatever you want to name it. In my own video, I named it or in my own case, I named it camera, right? Now also for the player, you have to go to your create another layer and call it whatever you want to call it. That's for the mesh itself. That's this hand. You go to layer maps, call it whatever you want to call it. You can call it whatever you want to call it. Just choose what you want to call it. In my own case, I call it arm, and I made it and attached it to the mesh itself. So this is the ham. So if you come here, what I did is the clear flag property, depth only, cooling marks. So this camera is just meant to render the mesh only, which is this arm layer that I created already. And the main camera is supposed to render the wall, like I said before, except the arm. So take off the arm. So what it does is it renders every other thing except the arm. And then you come here, you can play with this clip, playing far. So you can make this 1 and make this 0. That's up to you. So I made this 1000. In my own case, I made it 1000. I made this 100. You can do however you want to do it. Also the depth, I made it 10, and I made this one 0. So how you want to do it is you choose how you want to do yours. So now also before I forget, you come to this your mesh, right? Your skin render mesh, and then you enable these updates when screen is off. And then if you when we test, you can see that has been solved. You don't have that issue anymore. It doesn't clip through the player hand anymore. It also does not clip through walls. Let's go to the wall. So you can see it doesn't clip through walls anymore. So that's how you solve that issue. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Like if you enjoyed this video, and thank you, and see you in the next video.